Hi guys, welcome back. Thanks so much for watching. So this video, I've been getting a ton of questions about how I was able to join FedEx Ground with zero experience. And I've even gotten comments on some of my videos saying that that's not possible, that it's not true, that I'm a liar. And they're just wondering how I did it. So I'm going to be going over what you need to do in order to make that happen for yourself so you can get started with your truck driving career and or to get in with FedEx or FedEx Ground, excuse me. So, listen, I fell into this. I kind of just by luck happened to come into this position, and so I'm gonna do my best to help you out. That either you're new or looking to join FedEx in any way, shape, or form. So first and foremost is what you need to understand about FedEx Ground is that you're not actually working for FedEx in almost every case. At least from what I've seen so far in my like 6 months in this position, is that every single FedEx truck you see out on the road is a contractor. You're not actually working for FedEx. You're working for the contractor that works for FedEx. So, I mean, yeah, that seems to be the case almost across the board. So if you're thinking about those people that deliver packages door to door, or if you're thinking of those short haul trucks that just have a little day cab, all those are contractors. So nonetheless, all those people, you need the experience, or you need to get your foot in the door in order to get those positions. And you could do that via what I've done and am doing at this moment. And look, I'm an advocate for FedEx because they pay incredibly well for being brand new. I have heard horror story after horror story about joining the mega carriers and how they pay absolute garbage. I don't know how it's legal, but they pay garbage. And thankfully, FedEx Ground is actually a really good paying job for being one, entry level, two, zero experience, and three, it is just the greatest stepping stone to leapfrog into something else in the trucking industry. Because although like FedEx pays well, there's other specialized positions in the trucking industry that pay more. But the key is how do you get the experience? So I think FedEx is a great way to leapfrog to a better position after getting the base experience that you need in order to move to something else. So first things first, what you're going to do if you just got out of trucking school or you're looking to get into trucking school, um, the first thing you need to do with FedEx Ground is you need to go to a FedEx approved driving school. Now, this could vary from location to location across the country, but you need to find out who a FedEx approved driving school is if this is the route you want to take, because if you go look for a FedEx Ground job, most of the times they're going to require 6 months of experience to even apply. But what a lot of those things don't say is that it's either 6 months or that you went to a FedEx approved driving school. So that's kind of like the workaround. So if you don't have FedEx, you don't have 6 months experience, like I didn't, you have to have at least gone to a FedEx approved driving school. So how do you find that out? So this is what you do. When you go look for the FedEx Ground jobs, which I'm going to give you the sites in just a minute, you shouldn't be shy. Look, you got to reach out to them and explain your story. I mean, they're desperate for people. They're looking for people right now, which is why this is such a great opportunity for each and every single one of you looking to get into this industry or switching to FedEx. But look, they're all desperate for drivers right now, and don't be shy. Reach out to them. You call their phone number. You're gonna get linked up directly to whoever their manager is, and just ask them. Just be like, hey, look, I'm a brand new driver, or I'm gonna be going to truck driving school, and I heard that that you guys you guys have your own FedEx approved driving schools. Do you know who they are? Do you know where I could locate them or find them? Do you have their phone number? Do you know their names, the names of the companies that are approved? And look, they're gonna know. They're gonna be the best source. So call and ask them. And then once they tell you, hopefully, if you've just gotten out of truck driving school, hopefully you went to one that is approved by them. If not, definitely make it your chief aim to go to that truck driving school, because that's pretty much the only way that you're going to be able to bypass the 6 months of experience. So right off the bat, that's the most important key. Now, second is actually looking for these FedEx jobs. Now, as much as of a bad rap this site gets, and as much as people hate it and think it's not legitimate, the best way to find these FedEx contractor jobs is through Craigslist. That's where I found my job. I've been with two CSPs, which CSP stands for Contract Service Provider, and those are the contractors that do work with FedEx. So I've been with two CSPs, and the first one, well, I found on Craigslist. The second one, I also found on Craigslist. You're going to find almost all of them on Craigslist. And if not them, it's most likely going to be Indeed.com. But I've heard that's hit and miss depending on what area of the country you live on, or live in, excuse me. And so yeah, Craigslist is the best way to go. I know it doesn't sound legit, but it is. So all their numbers and information are posted there. And that's how you're going to find their phone numbers, and that's how you're going to call and ask them which truck driving school in your area is the one you need to go to in order to bypass the 6 months experience. Now, third is, I mean, I've gotten a lot of comments about this, and I've even gotten a call from one of my watchers. Shout out to Ali. And he was saying that he's called contractors in his area, particularly the Dallas area, and he said that all of them required 6 months of experience, 6 months driving experience across the board, and that there really wasn't an exception. So he was kind of discouraged, and rightfully so. But this is the thing: if you're contacting a contractor and they are requiring 6 months, it's for one reason and one reason alone. It's because they do not have a lead driver. So most CSPs and FedEx requirement is that when they bring on a new driver that has less than 6 months experience, they have to be teamed up with a lead driver. And unfortunately, FedEx has like this crazy requirement where the lead driver has to have been with that CSP for 3 years and has had like absolutely zero incidents. Like they can't have the slightest thing on their record, and that's the only way that they could qualify as a lead driver. Now, as you can imagine, not every single CSP is going to have one of these people or the people to qualify to be a lead driver, and that's the only exception. I remember calling several CSPs and they told me the same thing where, you need 6 months, you need 6 months, you need 6 months. And, but I was like, well, I went to a FedEx approved driving school. And then they're like, oh, okay. But then they proceeded to tell me that they didn't have a lead driver that qualified to go out with like me on the road. So my thing is when you call and you get like you need the 6 months experience excuse or reason, don't be discouraged. Don't be discouraged at all. Look, every single city has several contract service providers. They have several, if not dozens, depending on the size of your local city. And just keep trying and keep calling around, because eventually you're going to come across the one that does have a lead driver and will take you on. And that's really all there is to it. I mean, it's just those three things. You got to go to FedEx approved driving school, and then you have to find the jobs on Craigslist, and then you have to make sure that that particular CSP has lead drivers to bring you on. So those three things, and then don't be discouraged. Once again, just keep calling around, keep trying, give yourself a few times. That's why before driving school, start calling around now, because it might take a little bit of time until you see the job posting come up for the one contract service provider that might have the job that's for you. And then once you get in, you're in. And once you get 3 to 6 months experience, you start getting raises right after. I got a raise, what was it? A month and a half, 2 months being on the gig. You're going to start out with a low pay, but they start giving you raises right away. And to be perfectly honest, that's because they don't want you to leave. They need you so bad that they're going to give you a raise in order to keep you, because they know that once you get those few months of experience, you could just jump ship to a different contract service provider that's going to pay you more. I mean, that's how competitive it is right now to join FedEx Ground and the need they have for people. So, I mean, that is definitely to your benefit. So take this information, guys, and look, once whether you want to stay with FedEx or not, hey, that's completely up to you, right? Like I said, there's several other jobs to where once you have the experience, you could jump ship and go to them, start driving solos, and start doing something to be more specialized. So, but I think FedEx Ground is one of the best places to start for when you're brand new. I don't think I would have gone anywhere else. Nowhere else pays good enough for a new driver. So I hope that if you are new, that you'll consider this to at least get your experience. If you want to stay with FedEx, hey, more power to you. So I hope this video was helpful, guys. And if you are brand new, and you happen to live in Southern California, I would encourage you to email me down below. I have my email in the description. And if you happen to be in Southern California, I quite possibly might be able to help you get a job with the few companies that I know of that have lead drivers and are looking for people right now. So if you are brand new, if you have your license already, just hit me up in the email and I will see about getting you a job. I can't make you any guarantees. I'm not going to promise you anything because I can't. But if you reach out to me and you're in SoCal, I could possibly help you out. So hope this video is helpful, guys, and then I'll see you on the next one. Take care.